Hello, YouTube. How's it going today? How is your Wednesday? I went to the office in the morning and I went to actually socialize with a nice coworker, but she didn't end up being there, which was sad. But it was still good to get out of the house, and I drove the car and I got some Tim Hortons on the way, which is obviously super important. So at least I got some Tim Hortons out of it. Today it's really cloudy and overcast, so I might not get much light from the window in front of me, and I don't really like having like the ring light thing on me anymore. I prefer just like natural light, so it might get dark. But that's okay. See, I have some friends in the chat. Hey, Lisa, and hey, Mr. Ranger Lab, and Julie. Hey, friends. Nice to see you guys. Today, I'm excited to continue the video that we started on Monday about the what would you call it? Self-improvement group called Global Information Network. It seemed very, very culty. Let's just go about us. And so if you weren't there for that one, I can give a really quick description of it. Oh, hey, Neil. Hey, Tanya. Yay, Tim Hortons. I can't get the old-fashioned glazed Timbits here. Aw. I love the ice caps. That's my favorite. So, in case you weren't here, last time, the Global Information Network is a private, exclusive, members only association of individuals dedicated to achieving financial independence, wealth creation, dynamic health, and emotional well being. The interesting part about this is that they have membership levels that you don't actually know what they are until you're preparing for the next one. We learned that to get from membership level 4 member to level 5 member, it's according to that news video we saw, $10,000 to pay to level up from level 4 to level 5. And we don't know what any of the benefits are, and you don't know until you are in the level before and you're preparing to advance. So that's it. And we saw that the guy was in some legal trouble, that it could have been operating as a pyramid scheme. And then we're like, hey, wouldn't it be a Ponzi scheme because they're promised financial independence and great, amazing wealth just from buying into this club, right? And then like depending on what level you're in, you get certain bonuses somehow, like financial bonuses. And I bet you, allegedly, in my opinion, the fees to level up most likely maybe potentially go to the bonuses for those at the higher levels of the membership. Okay, crap, which one was I on? Was it our events? I feel like man, our training. I think, yeah, it was our training. Okay. You brought your secret decoder ring. Good, good. Yeah, they're classified, Mr. Ranger Lab. Okay, so we're gonna go through the rest of this website, and then I'm gonna stream on Saturday, not on Sunday, and then we're gonna look at that one course that I found that's offered by the GIN, Global Information Network. Our training. GIN offers its members exclusive access to our core training. The Success Mastery course, excuse me, levels 1 through 12, audio visual. The Science of Personal Mastery course, lessons 1 to 100, written lessons. No, thank you. And here are all these people, I guess, doing the courses. That's a lot of people in one room. Secret decoder ring. I don't think I've heard that since the 90s. Hello, Tori. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. These courses contain information that up until now has been kept a closely guarded secret within the secret societies and the privileged elite class. You are the privileged elite class. You are. If you can afford to buy into this club for tens of thousands of dollars, you are the privileged elite class unless you are putting yourself into debt in order to level up in this secret organization. These courses provide information about how to use energy, in quotations, and your mind to manifest your goals and dream in life. Did we read this already? I don't think we did. Much of the material in these courses is not available to the general public. There is no speaker or trainer that teaches the information in these courses, as they simply do not know or have access to this information. Excuse me, I'm going to mute so I can clear my throat. Okay. Others may know about this kind of training, but none know this knowledge inside of GIN. GIN stands for Global Information Network, not the alcohol. That's funny. This is confidential training that is available to members only. This training goes far beyond the law of attraction or any material on success taught by the thousands of success coaches. The training is embedded with frequencies, vibrations, and energy in addition to simply providing information. Our one-of-a-kind training imprints members with all that is needed for total success in the key areas of life. So we're going to be imprinted at our GIN training. That's not culty. That's not a red flag. Why are you imprinting me? I don't need to be imprinted. Our training awakens dormant energy within each member. You know what could also awaken dormant energy within members? Therapy. Therapy can help you awaken things from inside, or you could just awaken dormant energy by having positive experiences with your family, right? Right? You could discover a new hobby, a new activity that you like to do with your kids. That could awaken something new in you. That could spark a new interest. It removes blocks that are holding a person back from attaining their dreams. How? How? This does not mean anything. You did not actually say anything here. GIN's core training is unique and extremely powerful. No, it's not. It's exactly the same. I think Monica said this in the last one. It's exactly the same as every other, what would you even call the spiritual business coach that we've covered on this channel? What's Dejin? What's Dejin? Is that a person? Dejin. Dejin. What is the true meaning of Dejin? What do you mean? Confusion. That was probably the most crap-loaded sentence you could have read. Exactly, Julie. It's all crap. None of this means anything. It just sounds really impressive because it's a lot of big words. None of it means anything to your average person because it doesn't mean anything. It's so silly. So silly. The GIN success system. Oh, a pyramid. Wow. Ugh. Apparently the symbol has energy. It utilizes the secret signs of images and sacred geometry, as does our logo and our other symbols. Yes, great point. Saying we're going to remove all of your blocks. You're going to live a happy and healthy life. You invest tens of thousands of dollars to try to advance in the ranks. You realize that it's not solving your issues, and then you're probably going to feel like shit after because you were promised something, and you're going to be made to feel like it's your fault that you didn't achieve what they said you would achieve, even though this training is garbage. I don't actually know that, but I'm just going to say that it's garbage. Apparently, this is their success symbol. Audios, books, events, recognition, relationships. Wow. So it's not like Amway at all. They also shared audios and books and told us we had to get to events. This is Amway. This is just Amway. The jinn are a race of spiritual beings that can be good or evil in the Islamic world. Our word genie comes from this. Oh, cool. I did not know that. That's interesting. Yes, exactly. Exactly. They could. No worries. I Googled it quickly and I did not get a clear answer. I got here An intelligent spirit of lower rank than the angels, able to appear in human and animal forms. And I don't think that's the right one. I don't think that's the right definition. All right. And no worries. I like the random connections. The system consists of 5 elements: audio training, books. They tell you the right books to read and in the correct order. This is very significant. Reading stimulates a different part of the brain than does listening. Leaders are always readers. Jinn also provides its members with books and manuscripts that are not available to the general public, which contain ancient secrets of success. Apparently, you guys remember that Russell Brunson video we did where he was talking about the ancient works of Napoleon Hill, and it was like 1930, and we're all thinking that is not ancient. Sure, that's an old book, but 1930 is not an ancient book. And yes, reading is a lovely, amazing thing. It's great to read to expand your mind. However, you don't need to read books recommended by a sketchy ass secret society in order to expand your mind and learn new things. Did you guys know that the elite and most successful people in the world all attend events with their peers? Did you know that you are not a millionaire because you do not attend events? Jinn provides the best world-class events that employ all the secret elements that make attending our events life-transforming. Why are you quotationing that? If it's life-transforming, you shouldn't be putting it in quotes. Did you guys know that we are not rich because we are not recognized by our peers? So if we just become recognized by our peers by joining Jinn, we will magically be rich. Wow. When you're on stage at a Jinn event and your fellow members praise and recognize you publicly, you gain tremendous power. When you recognize others, you give energy selflessly to others. Sure, but we should be recognizing people without an ulterior motive. We know in the MLM world, recognition is just meant to keep you in longer, and you're going to be recognized for all of these milestones that have nothing to do with financial gain, right? But we don't need Jinn to recognize our peers. We can just be nice people, and when we notice that someone does a good job at something, our kids are nice to each other, or someone at work does a really great presentation, we can just tell people, hey, you did a good job. You can tell your kids, hey, I'm proud of you for this, right? We don't need to join Jinn. We do not need to be in a freaking MLM. Relationships. Our club allows you to build strong bonds with like-minded people that will support you in many ways. This support is another critical and vital ingredient that is needed to achieve massive success in life. Members develop relationships with other members that go beyond that of even family. Sure, but the second you can't afford to pay into the system anymore, just like in MLM, I bet you're losing your relationships. I like that, Julie. That's funny. We already looked at the membership levels, so I'm not going to look at it again. But there's 12. You do not know the benefits and the cash bonuses that could be available to you. And you don't know until you're preparing for the next rank. So you're a level 1 member. You do not know the benefits of level 2. You don't know the benefits of level 2 until you're preparing for that level. It's so sketchy. Like Mr. Ranger Lab said, it's classified. It's classified. Same, Anastasia. Same. And Anastasia, what do you think about the PWHL playoffs? I was very sad that the 2 Canadian teams did not advance. Very, very sad. Because with Minnesota and Boston, it's fun to watch. I'm going to watch it. But I'm trying to think of the non-American names I know on those teams. It's like Lauren Gable, Elena Mueller, and she's not even Canadian, and then Susanna Tapani from Finland, and Jamie Lee Rattray, and that's it, right? And so I would have loved to see Canadians play. I would have loved to see Canadians play. You know? Yeah, it would have been cool. Would have been cool, for sure. That's okay. Oh, Tanya says, go Boston. Nice. Are you watching it, Tanya? Yeah, it's super fun to watch. It's very exciting. Just wish Toronto would have made it, but that's okay. So they have hotels around the world where various gin events and meetings have taken place. More are being added each year. Can we click on these? No, of course not. So these are not gin hotels, but they're just hotels where they have hosted events. They've been in Salzburg, Paris, Mandarin Oriental, Munich, Atlantis, Nassau, I can't say that, San Diego, Zurich, London, Budapest, London again, Scottsdale, San Francisco. I don't want to go to Scottsdale. I don't want to go to Scottsdale. No, thank you. No offense if you're from Scottsdale. Washington. I would like to go to Washington. Sydney, Australia. So they've had events all over the place, apparently. I'd like to go to San Francisco. Miami would be cool. Las Vegas. I'd go to Vegas. Nashville, no. So they've been all over the world, apparently. Look at all these. I don't know what this is. Random picture. Did they just repeat this? Because you already said Intercontinental Paris. Okay, cool. So they've had lots of fancy events in fancy hotels. Oh, you're in Texas. I can't get cool sports from New England down here. Ah, that's annoying. There's nothing cool in Scottsdale unless you like golf. No, I do not like golf. Nashville's so much fun if you're into country music. Cool. I've been to like 2 places in the US. Yeah, I don't go there much at all. And they have clubhouses and lodges. Gin is currently in the process of establishing local lodges and clubhouses around the world where there are clusters of members. As membership grows, the number of lodges and clubhouses will increase. Oh, Scottsdale is boring. Boring. That's funny. These are, well, okay, so that's not even like currently available. It will be available only to members. They will be used for local chapter meetings and seminars. We have not read this, have we? Did we read this already? Fuck, I feel like we might have read this. I don't know. Maybe it's just from my research. I read it during the research. And they'll also be available for fun activities. Wow. And then there's a gin cruise ship. Okay, Tanya said I don't think we did. Okay. So I'm like, oh no. I know we did not read about the cruise ship. It's just hard because all of these pages look the same and a lot of it has repeated information. So I'm like, shit, because I tried to keep track of it and I made a note of it, but then I was worried that I was just repeating everything. The Global Information Network is currently completing a feasibility study on building a residential members-only cruise ship. This ship will be a combination of floating clubhouse traveling the world, residence for gin members, a retreat vacation ship for gin members who can be a partial owner, a place for the highest, most confidential and classified training for gin's highest level and ranking members. So it's a future thingy. It is not yet available, but high-level ranking gin members may be able to live on this ship. Yes. And it's called Freedom. And this is the make-believe ship because they're completing a feasibility study. I wonder how much it would cost to live on the Jinn ship. And it would just be constant indoctrination. Constant. And so it would only be the highest ranking Jinn members who potentially paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to move up the ranks. I don't exactly know how much you would have to pay, but I'm just guessing because going from level 4 to 5 was $10,000. I bet you, I feel like when you're going from 11 to 12, or the difference between level 4 and level 12 is probably huge, but I don't actually know. Is there a Scientology ship? I thought you guys were just joking. Is it just Scientology ship? Is it free? No. What's the Scientology ship? Is it MV Freewinds? It's a former cruise ship operated by International Shipping Partners. Freewinds. Okay, Freewinds. Hi, Jolene. It's nice to see you. Freewinds. Free Winds ship Scientology. So I thought that Julie was just joking around about the Scientology ship. Okay. Is this Freewinds? Can you guys hear me? Because my StreamYard suddenly said we lost connection to your screen share audio. All right. Can you hear me? I'm going to just check my audio. Hello? Okay. Looks like my mic's working. Looks like it's working. Yeah, so here is the ship. This is Freewinds, the Scientology ship. Cool. Cool. Missed a lot of comments, sorry. Sea Org is their staff, but they're mostly in Clearwater, not on board. Oh, you're fascinated by cults? But the org doesn't give a ship name. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I learned about Sea Org from Cults to Consciousness. From Cults to Consciousness, I learned all about the structure of Scientology. She's so smart. Shalise Ann Sola, I love her. Love her channel. You're not a moron, Tanya. It's just hard to find. It's hard to find info on these cults sometimes because they don't want you to know the info. You love Shalise? Oh yeah, she's so smart. She's such a good interviewer too. She's so eloquent. She's so thoughtful with everything she says. She validates everything that they say. I just love listening to her. Imagine the most luxurious ship ever built, traveling around the world from one exotic location to the next at a leisurely, unhurried pace. The ship is designed exclusively for a private club and reserved for members only. The club is an international wealth, health, and happiness society. Okay. The ship will be filled with positive, happy, successful, freedom-oriented people from all over the world who enjoy clean, healthy, wholesome living and who enjoy health, wealth, and happiness. Imagine being lucky enough to be a member of this club, having exclusive access to travel on this ship and enjoy the opulence, luxury, and majesty of this one-of-a-kind, world-class experience. Hold on a minute. You don't have to imagine being lucky enough to be a member because if you're reading this, you're already a member of this club. No, this is a public page. You do not need to be a member of this club to read this. The club is a global information network, and as a member, this is what could possibly wait for you. The ship will be named Freedom. But it's not like you're doing a feasibility study, so you could say, yeah, our members don't have enough money to actually live on this ship, so we're not going to do it. No. And it's just fake exclusivity, right? The most successful freedom-oriented people. So you're going to be like, wow, I need to pay tens of thousands of dollars to rank up in this company so I can qualify to be on this ship. The ship Freedom and the club will include members who want a better life, are health, fitness, and spiritually conscious, aim to attain financial prosperity, desire inner peace, focus on associating with like-minded people who are positive, motivated, and inspired, plan to have fun every day. Of course, everyone wants to be these things. Everyone wants to desire inner peace. Everyone wants to have fun, but not everyone needs to live on a cruise ship with a very sketchy, culty-esque club. Oh, nice. Yeah. I like learning about Mormonism from her, for sure. Is this ship like Peter Island from Amway? When I was doing all the Amway stuff, someone brought up Peter Island to me, and I never ended up researching it. I never ended up doing that. But yeah, maybe I'll research Peter Island. Maybe we can do a video on that. I need booze and red meat. I still think it's a men's thing. The only group nouns are fraternity and brotherhood so far. Oh, interesting. Interesting, yeah. I don't know. Okay, I need to zoom out. This will be a shorter video because we're already almost done. We're not going to read all the words on this, though, because it's all repeated. Did you hear that? It was my husband's Discord. Okay. And I need another drink, sorry. Oh, okay, I see sisterhood here, Anastasia. So maybe there are a few women in it. Imagine a private, international, successful life club that could completely change your life. A club where being a member almost magically transforms you into another world of possibilities. So if you just become a member, you pay the thousands and thousands of dollars, then your life will magically transform. Like Lisa said a little while ago, is a great point. Lots of empty promises that are going to make I, as an average everyday person, feel like absolute trash if we're not able to achieve what you tell us we can achieve. As a member, you become an international VIP. You are given special privileges and advantages that non-members do not have. You can start making more money. Your net worth can go up. Your health can improve. Your inner sense of peace and happiness goes to levels beyond your wildest dreams. You develop some of the best, closest, and most fulfilling friendships with the most magnificent people you can ever imagine. There's lots of protective language here. They're not saying you will make more money. Trying to cover their butts a little bit, you can make more money. Your net worth could possibly, maybe, potentially go up, right? I was telling my husband about, they were saying the club aims to end war, and I was telling him about that and how frustrated I was with that. And he said, well, at least they said may, or we aim to. They did not say the club will end war, right? So as long as there's the protective language, does that put them off the hook? No, because I think your average person is not going to notice that they put can there instead of will. Yes, women can be bamboozled too. I'm glad you got out of Mormonism. Here in Waco, we seem to be a hub for missions. Yeah, I learned all about the missions from Shalise. What's her name? Alyssa Grenfell? Alyssa Grenfell as well. And then Zelf on the Shelf. I'm sure if you guys are into learning about Mormonism, you probably already know Alyssa. Because she's big now. She's been growing really fast. And then, let me get the actual name. Zelf on the Shelf, yes. Zelf on the Shelf. I'm sure you guys already know these people, but I love listening to them while I'm working. Apparently, life becomes easier, smoother, and more exciting. You and your family become blessed and favored in everything you do. I like they have the Canadian spelling of favored. I like the extra U there. Thank you. The club actually exists that can give you all these benefits. People seek membership in the club because they want, we already saw this, more out of life, adventure and fun, VIP access to events, inner peace, personal transformation, learn ancient mystery school methods that release mental abilities and supernatural superhuman. Excuse me, sir. Supernatural. So we're going to learn mystery methods, whatever that means, and then we're going to gain superhuman power. Whoa, that is an outrageous claim, sirs. Okay. Learn the secrets of the privileged elite class, the globalist agenda. But if you are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in this club and you're actually like you have the money to do so, you're not putting yourself into debt, then you are a member of the privileged elite class. You are. Enlightenment, awakening, connecting with consciousness, a sense of oneness with the universe. That is also a huge claim. But you know where else we can get that? We can do that. We can do meditation classes. We can do yoga classes. And then self-realization, not just self-realization, but self. Is this a vampire club? I think so. Yeah, they were talking about an agenda where there's no borders, there's only one currency, the free flow of ideas and the freedom of speech is reduced, is like clamped down on, and the Global Information Network is trying to combat this by encouraging everybody to learn and to get rich. So yeah, there is according to them, a big globalist agenda. I did not explain that well, though, but that's okay. Apparently, the club helps people improve the conditions in their lives in all of these areas. Wow. They get 0.01% good vibes for spelling favorite. Yes, I hate those words like color or flavor without the U. It drives me bonkers, but I have to remember that not everyone spells it that way. And my Word, like my Microsoft Word, has a little red underline when I spell it like that because I guess it's an American piece of software. And I'm like, no, I actually did it right, sir. No. Members of the club have the fast track to total success in life. Wow. Wow. Okay, I don't want to read all of this. I'm just going to scroll through. We already learned about the science of personal mastery. We already learned about this. We already learned about the library. See, they're repeating everything over and over and over again and over again. If a member of the club wants to learn something or has a question about some information or how something works or seeks the truth in a certain area, such as how to grow tomatoes indoors or what is the opinion about a one world government, interesting, and one cannot find that course material or answer in the club library, the member simply makes the request to the club. The club will then find the world's best expert in the area of interest and provide that training to the members making the request. Example, if you want to learn how to play ping pong, the club could find a world champion to teach you. I doubt that a low-level member is going to get that benefit, though. I feel like that would be specifically for people who are like probably ranked 10 and up. Member development series. Okay, you already told us this. Networking, you already told us that. See, they're just repeating everything. Oh, you can have club adventures, you can have rafting trips, trekking, hiking and camping, fishing and hunting, skiing and snowboarding, golfing, scuba diving, and more. You can have socials such as wine tasting, bowling nights, going to concerts, foodie groups, sports fans meeting to enjoy games together, potlucks, chess games, bridge, card games, etc. You can do this without gin. You don't need gin. Isn't it interesting, Jolene, how it goes from a one world government, globalist agenda, re- reducing or reducing freedom of speech to kind of conspiracy theory topics to going to concerts and wine tasting. It's just interesting to see the dichotomy of the activities that are involved in this club. I was going to say cult. Club. Amazing that someone took time to write this. Are we sure this is real and not a companion site to someone's novel about a cult? Yeah, the Global Information Network is a real thing. Now I'm Googling. Can you imagine we spend now like 2.5 hours on something and it's not even real? Yeah, I think it's real. It looks real. That would be funny though. Anyway, yeah. So that's enough for this. Apparently, you can get grants. High-level members can apply for a limited number of financial grants. They're given to deserving members whose contribution to the club has been outstanding. It's their weekly conspiracy potluck. That's funny. Okay, frequently asked questions. We already know how they become an associate member. How do I become a member? You must fill out an application form by clicking apply for membership. You can initially only apply to become an associate member. I feel like we read this part already too. Someone is recommending you for membership. Make sure you put in their name on the online form, and if they have it, their member number, and then they become the support coach. Associate member is $20. And then a one-time fee plus $18.95. You may cancel your membership at any time. Is this a cult or a religious organization? We have no religious affiliations. Our members come from and practice all faiths and religion, and some are atheists. We fully respect all religions and traditions. We are all inclusive. We desire and teach our members to always think for themselves and use their own mind to reason. We have no dogma. You kind of do. You kind of do, though. Is this club some kind of anti-government conspiracy theory, sovereignty, political, or extremist group, or believe in not paying taxes? No, we believe in freedom, liberty, and free speech. We also respect and acknowledge the role of governments and elected officials. We respect and follow the law, even if we respectfully disagree with it. We adamantly encourage all members to pay all taxes they legally owe, while at the same time using all legal methods of reducing taxes, but never crossing the line. I saw the sovereignty tagline, so also sovereign citizens. Honestly, I don't remember what that is. I know I've heard it before, so excuse me, sovereign citizens. Wikipedia. Sovereign citizen movement is a loose group of anti-government activists, litigants, tax protesters, financial scammers, and conspiracy theorists based mainly in the United States. Sovereign citizens have their own pseudo-belief systems based on misinterpretations of common law and claim to not be subject to any government statutes unless they consent to them. The movement appeared in the United States in the early 70s and has since expanded to other countries, and similar freeman on the land movement emerged during the 2000s in Canada. Okay, cool. So they are anti-government, they don't like taxes, they probably don't like the police. Interesting. So I'm going to turn my camera off for a sec. So yeah, there definitely seems to be a good connection there because they just said they don't like taxes. They will teach their members how to get out of paying taxes or get out of like paying their full amount of taxes, but they don't cross the line. So there's some morally, ethically ambiguous activities going on there, I'm sure. But yeah, good point. Sorry, my hair is bothering me and I was getting hot. Yeah, we could do a video on that maybe. Maybe we kind of are already. Maybe this is part of the sovereign citizen. What is it? Sovereign citizens movement. But yeah, I don't know anything about that really, but I can definitely look into it. Can I get the success training for free on YouTube? Or from people like Tony Robbins, Joe Dispenza, or the Dale Carnegie course? What is the Dale Carnegie course? Oh my god, I'm in so many rabbit trails. Sorry. We'll look at that after. Oh, maybe we looked at Dale Carnegie already. Did we look at him already? Okay, whatever. No, we'll look at that after. There is very good training in books that are readily available to the general public. There is also very good training available from many authors, speakers, trainers, and success gurus. Nothing, however, compares to the training. They all say that. They're like, I know that all these people provide amazing, brilliant training, but they don't go into the same level of detail that I do. You will not get the same benefits doing a free Tony Robbins training on YouTube. You have to do mine because everything else is inferior. We've heard that a million times. Yeah, Dale Carnegie sounds really familiar. How to win friends and influence people. I feel like we've at least talked about him a little bit on this channel. What is the difference about Jin's Success Mastery course and Jin's Science of Personal Mastery? Okay, we already read that too. You've already told us the difference between your training and The Secret. Is this multi-level or are there any commissions of some kind or some kind of compensation plan for recruiting new members? We are not multi-level, nor do we have any affiliate program or recruiting bonuses. Interesting. We do not pay to recruit. In fact, we do not recruit. Members do not earn any commissions under any circumstances. Those who want to join our club must apply for membership. Not all applications are accepted. Additionally, we have high standards and a strong code of conduct that must be adhered to. Memberships are sometimes canceled due to violations of our code of conduct. So maybe they were not operating as a pyramid scheme, maybe a Ponzi scheme. It's funny that they say they do not earn any commissions, and maybe that's true, but they claim to provide their members with financial bonuses of some sort for not actually doing anything, right? And we saw that higher level members mentor lower level members, and I wonder if do you guys think maybe the financial bonus can come from signing on as a mentor for a lower person? And do you get bonuses when that person pays to advance in the ranks? That would be interesting, right? How do I know if the club is a good fit for me? You have no obligation to do anything when you are a member. Everything is optional. You can go through the training at your own pace. You can take courses you want to take and only do what you want to do. Some members have very busy, active lives and tap into Jinn only from time to time. Other members are very active in our club and enjoy having fun with other members. No one will be bugging you to participate in the club's meetings. Our club is what you want it to be, sure, but just like in an MLM, they'll be like, you don't have to recruit, but if the people who are recruiting apparently are making all the money, they're getting all the recognition and the praise, then you may want to recruit as well, right? And so they're saying you don't have to be active in Jinn if you don't want to be, but if those who are active in Jinn are the ones who are getting all the praise and attention and financial bonuses, then you may be encouraged to also be active in Jinn as well, right? Hey, Natasha, it's nice to see you. Thank you for joining. There's nothing like Jinn, so it's not like law of attraction. The club is owned by a small group of stewards, all of who have been members of the club since its inception. The club has a number of full-time staff members, all who were high-level members of our club for many years before they were brought on as full-time staff. We also have over 150 Jinn members who are part of the Volunteer Service Corps. The full-time staff and part-time volunteers, all who have been long-time Jinn members, run and manage the club under the direction of the stewards. It's interesting that they don't tell us who founded Jinn, because the membership is completely anonymous and the founders of Jinn is also anonymous. I feel like, at least to me, that is a red flag. What do you think? There's a little fruit fly in here. How rude. Okay, we already saw this. And they only accept members who we feel are good for the club. I doubt that. You'll accept anybody. Anyone who's willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars to advance in the ranks, you will accept. Okay. I'm just going to stop sharing just for a second. Apply for membership. I want to see what's on this page. I don't remember. Okay, we might have done it all. I feel like we've done it all. Let me share the screen again and we'll go through and we'll see if I've forgotten to do anything. Okay. Member benefits, we looked at that. I need to zoom out. Club vision. Our training, we looked at that. Member benefits, we looked at that. Did we look at why join? I'm sure we did. Oh, there's a video. I didn't know there was a video, friends. We're not going to watch this whole thing. Maybe can we watch a few minutes of it and then in the next, if it's interesting, we can watch us in the next stream? I didn't know there was a video. That's really exciting. Global Information Network. Da, 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 da. Okay, we're only going to watch a few minutes because I'm tired and I want to lay down.
Good morning, this is Anthony from the UK.
Kathy from Chicago, Illinois.
Ed and Dixie Story in Las Vegas.
Welcome everyone to the Global Information Network membership overview call. We have a packed line today. We have people calling in from all over the United States and all over the world. And for those of you who...
I thought this was anonymous. I thought the membership was anonymous. Why are we showing faces? That seems weird. Basically, Toastmasters and Masons, at least public perception of them, had a baby. It will be 4 parts if this is interesting enough to do a whole video on, because there's that whole course that I found that's connected to this group that I want to do. And they mentioned it, that I want to do a video on too, that your wish is your command. And they refer to Kevin Trudeau as our man. It's the creepiest thing in the world. It's so creepy. So yeah, potentially 4 parts.
are our longtime members. Many of you have been around this club for many years since its inception in 2009. We have many new members that have joined the Global Information Network within the...
That's a lot of people. I wish I could see what that said, but that's a lot of people. Holy, and who knows how much money each of these people are paying too. It could be like millions and millions of dollars in revenue for the club just in this picture alone. And apparently they have members in over 150 countries worldwide. I've stopped at so many. I'm going to let it play for like 30 seconds.
Last year, some of you have joined within the last month. Some of you have joined in the last week or maybe just the last few days. And then we have guests on the line. And for those of you who are guests, I want to give you a very special welcome to the call. My goal, my objective, the purpose of this call is to give you information about a club called the Global Information Network. And by the conclusion of this call, you'll have all of the information that you need to make an informed choice as to whether or countries worldwide. And you would have to ask yourself, well, why would people, as you listen to the call today, and you hear people calling from all over the United States, you hear people calling in from the UK, you hear people calling in from Canada, from Australia, from...
Okay, I want to get to the meat. Okay, maybe it's just going to repeat exactly what we already learned. Maybe.
Do most. If they have wealth, whatever wealth means to you. You see, I call it financial satisfaction. Some people can make money and they're never financially satisfied. And they create success momentum. You know, there was a book written years ago by James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. And in that book, he said, you can be...
Okay. Maybe this isn't that exciting. I want to know about, like, the people who started it. Like, I want to know about Kevin Trudeau. Maybe I'll listen to a couple more, another minute or two, and then we can be done. And then I'll listen to this myself, and I'll see if it's worthy of a video. But it might not be. I was really excited, but it might be kind of lame.
Part of a club, a group, or an organization that provides them with mentorship, information, support, and, for lack of a better word, kind of the inside
Bye, Tanya. Thanks for joining. Have a good sleep.
track, if you will, on doing more, being more, and having more. Some of you on this phone call may have heard of clubs or groups or organizations. Some people refer to them as, quote, secret societies, maybe the Brotherhood, the Bilderberg Group, the Illuminati. Yale University has a very private, invite-only club called Skull and Bones that the Bush family of both...
Yeah, it seems like they're just repeating. Yeah. The Law of Success in 16 Lessons. It seems like they're just repeating everything that we already heard. So I think, oh, there's Larry King. I think I'll definitely listen to this and see if it's, oh, The Ship. Remember The Ship? We'll see if it's actually worth listening to, but it might not be, and that's okay. We tried. Anastasia, I think this is fun. I think it might be fun to poke at it and compare it to other things you've watched. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And yeah, it seems like it's repeating what we've already learned, but I'm not sure. But I shall listen to it. Even AA only requires 12 steps. What is this 16 lessons nonsense? Good questions. Like, the biggest red flag to me is that there are so many levels. How many are there? I think there's the associate, sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. There's the associate member level, and then there's 12 levels above that. And you don't know how much it costs to get to the next level. You don't know what you actually get. You don't know the benefits. You don't know your financial bonuses until you're in the level before and you're preparing for the next level. And I feel like that's outrageous when you're expected to be really passionate about getting to the next level and you don't know what you're actually going to get. The funny part is, too, they're saying we are not a business opportunity, but then they're saying high-level members of the club may approach you about ground floor business opportunities and investment opportunities that could make you rich. And then they're also saying we don't give financial advice, but then they'll tell you how to invest in cryptocurrency and stocks and other investments. We don't give you medical advice, but we tell you how to cure your health conditions naturally. What? I'm just looking at their, I'll just share the screen now so we can remember what they said about like their little disclaimer. We are an informational organization. We are a member sharing with other members private association. We do not provide financial planning, tax, legal, investment, or medical advice, but they do. They do. And we saw that it might have been in member benefits. Maybe not, because they all say the exact same fucking thing. They do. I'm not going to find it because there's so much content on this fucking website, but they do provide health and investment information. They do, and advice. So, we've looked at the website. We've learned all about the Global Health Network. We've learned about the sketchy dealings of its founder. We've learned about how it has bankrupted people, about the outrageous promises and claims that they make. We have at least one more video left in this group of videos to go through the Your Wish is Your Command course. And I'll see if the video we watched a few minutes of is worthy of its own video. It might not be, but we will try. We will see. This was awesome. I love this. I hope you guys enjoyed learning more about this weird ass club with me. And I hope you guys also have a great evening. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye, everyone. See ya.